Hello viewers, hope you're doing well. Today in this video, I'm going to create a new component for the admin to view the task details. The admin can post and view the comments as well on that page. So let's get started. You can see here the Angular application. In the components package of the admin module, I'm going to open here the CMD. And here I'm going to write the command to create the new component with the name view task details. So the command is ng g for generate, c for component, name of the component, that is a view hyphen task hyphen details. Let's hit enter. As you can see, the component created successfully. Let me close the PowerShell. Let me open here the admin routing module.ps. Let me duplicate this line and I'm going to load here the view task details component. If the path is task details, let me remove the /edit. We have to pass the task ID in the URL. Now let's go to the dashboard component.html and I'm going to uncomment this icon, that is a visibility. On this button, we have a router link with the path, that is a /admin/task details/ID. Let's save this. Let's go to dashboard component.scss. And here inside the actions, I'm going to edit the class, that is a view button. On this, we have to apply the property, that is a margin right, that is a 10 pixels. Let's navigate to the browser. As you can see, the icon. Let's click on this icon and it's navigating us to the admin task details component. As you can see, the ID of the task, that is a 5. Let's go back to the dashboard and I'm going to click on the icon of this task. As you can see, the ID, that is a 6. On this page, I'm going to get the ID from the URL and we have to call the endpoint, that is a get task by ID. After fetching the details from the database, we have to show the details of the task on this page. Inside this, I'm going to add the constructor where we will inject the admin service. So it will be a private service from the admin service. After this, I'm going to inject here the activated route from the activated route. On the top of the constructor, I'm going to initialize a variable, that is a task ID. That is a type of a number. And here I'm going to call the instance, that is a dot activated route dot snapshot dot params. Inside the codes, we have to pass the variable name that we have declared in the admin routing module.ts, that is the ID. After getting the task ID from the URL, I'm going to create a method, that is a get task by ID. Inside this, I'm going to call the instance of the service and the method, that is a get task by ID. Inside this, we have to pass here the task ID. Let's subscribe this and I'm going to save the response into this variable, that is a res. Let me declare a variable, that is a task data, that is a type of any. Inside this, I'm going to call the variable, that is a task data, and we have to assign the res to this variable. Let me invoke this method inside the ng on init lifecycle hook. It will be ng on init. Inside this, we have to invoke this method. So it will be at this dot get task by ID. Now let's navigate to the browser. Let me open here the inspect. Go to the network tab. Let me refresh the task details page. As you can see, the request in the network with the status code that we got 200 OK. And in the response, we are getting here the task object with the ID, title, description, due date, priority, task status, employee ID, and the employee name. Now we have to show these details in the task details page. So let's go to the dashboard component.html. I'm going to copy this code. Let me paste inside the view task details component.html. After this, we have a closing div, mat card, and the last we have the closing div or the main div. On the main div, I'm going to add here the static ngIf, where we have to add the condition if the task data has any data, then we have to show this div. Otherwise, we will show the empty page. Let me remove this loop and I'm going to update the variable, that is a task data dot title, task data dot description, task data dot due date, employee name, priority, and the task status. Let's navigate to the browser. As you can see, the task details in the mat card with the title, description, due date, priority, employee name, and the status. That's all for now from my side. In the next video, we will create a comment form on this page to post the comment by the admin. If you have any confusion, you can do comment. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.